Mantras of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, "O my Lord, Thy protection is all powerful. It defeats every enemy. You are the supreme protection that defeats all enemies. To see Thy victory in all circumstances is certainly the best way of helping it to come. With my love and blessings," says our Divine Mother. Words of our Divine Mother, taken from the collective works of our Divine Mother, Words of the Divine Mother, Part 3, Topic Sadhana and Life. Page 221. Our Divine Mother says, "I am asking only for the sacrifice of ignorance, unconsciousness, and the limits of the ego, but for what a marvelous and incomparable gain. Let your life be useful. Let your life be a constant search for the truth, and it will be worth living. Let all your life be entirely and exclusively governed by the Supreme. Let your highest aspiration organize your life. Keep your aspiration ardent and sincere, and never forget that you are the child of the Divine. It will prevent you from doing anything unworthy of the Divine children. All depends on the attitude of each one and on the sincerity of his approach. All depends on an inner attitude." Next topic, change. Our Divine Mother says to rectify and to efface, both are possible, but in both cases, though in varying degrees, a transformation of the nature, of the character is needed. What is wrongly done must be changed in oneself first, before one can hope to change the consequence of one's action. It is only when people truly want their consciousness to be changed that their actions also can be changed. A change of consciousness, and when our consciousness will change, we will know what the change is. Our Divine Mother says, change hatred into harmony, jealousy into generosity, ignorance into knowledge, darkness into light, falsehood into truth, wickedness into goodness, war into peace, fear into fearlessness, uncertainty into certainty, doubt into faith, confusion into order, defeat into victory. Liberty and order, fraternity and independence, equality and hierarchy, unity and diversity, abundance and scarcity, effort and repose, power and compassion, discernment and benevolence, generosity and economy, wastage and avarice. Conversion, the starting point of realization. Conversion is the turning of all the moments of the being towards the Divine. Resurrection, the falling off of the old consciousness, followed by the awakening of the true being out of it. New birth, the birth of the true consciousness and that of the Divine Presence in us. Realization, the goal of our efforts. Realization, that is what we aspire for which we shall strive unceasingly, however long it may take. Power of realization. With the realization, all obstacles will be overcome. Next topic, do the right thing. Our Divine Mother says, if you want to be respected, always be respectable. Do you wish for kindness? Be kind. Do you ask for truth? Be true. Try to do the good and never forget that God sees you everywhere. A good deed is sweeter to the heart than a sweet in the mouth. A day spent without doing a good deed is a day without a soul. Do good for the love of good and not in the hope of a reward. Be good for the joy of being good and not for the gratefulness of others. In nice there is a pleasantness, but good is good and can be without pleasantness. There is only one way of being right, but there are many ways of being wrong. All will be all right when you are all right. Let the divine consciousness work in you and through you, and everything will become all right. Our Divine Mother says, pray to the divine grace to make you do always the right thing in the right way. Always do what you want to be the best, even if it is the most difficult thing to do. Which is the easiest way to forget oneself? Always do the right thing in the right way at the right moment. Each day, at each moment, we shall aspire to do the right thing in the right way always. It is only when we are not disturbed that we can always do the right thing at the right time in the right way. It is always the right thing when it is done in the right spirit. Our Divine Mother says, whatever comes to you, if you take it in the right spirit, will turn for the best. Connect moment of all moments under the right inspiration, turning of the wrong moments into right, and extreme goodwill always ready to be transformed. There is a moment when the right attitude comes spontaneously and without any effort. Aspiration for the right attitude, energetic, willing, determined. Right attitude, simple and open. It is without any complications. Soar high is the next topic. Our Divine Mother says our consciousness is like a young bird. It must learn to use its wings. Take your flight towards the heights, soar very high, and you will discover the great depths. The day comes when all barriers have fallen within and around us, and we can feel like the bird that opens its wings for an unopposed soar. A being free from all bondages, flying from height to height, in a happy seeking for divine transformation. Our Divine Mother says, a resplendent sun rises above the horizon. It is your Lord that comes to you. The whole world awakes and stretches in delight at the contact of His glory. As the earth that heaves and opens, as the tree that grows, as the flower that blooms, as the bird that sings, as the man that loves, let His light permeate you and radiate in an ever-increasing and widening happiness, a happiness steadily moving onward as the stars move in heaven. Spiritual atmosphere. It is light, fluid, clear, and transparent, and so clean. Next topic, the divine's help to man. Our Divine Mother says on 25th August 1954, our thoughts are still ignorant, they must be enlightened. Our aspiration is still imperfect, it must be purified. Our action is still powerless, it must become effective. Our Divine Mother says, listen silently to the order which comes from the Supreme Lord, and you will have the capacity to carry it out. Know what the Divine wants, and you will have mastery. The inner command is more sure than the mental conception. The reign of reason shall not end until the coming of the psychic law which manifests the divine will. Power to reject adverse suggestions is the power which comes from the conscious union with the divine. Wisdom cannot be acquired except through union with the divine consciousness. Integral wisdom is something that is obtained by union with the divine. Like everything that belongs to creation, wisdom is progressive. A bit of wisdom is welcome. In the depths of the inconscient, there also shines the divine consciousness, resplendent and eternal. Our Divine Mother says, the divine will acting in the inconscient is all powerful even when we do not know. The divine will acting in the inconscient is all powerful even when we do not know it. Indeed, I am convinced that when the inconscient is conquered, no more conditions will be required. All will be free decision of the divine grace. The only hope is in the capacity of the invisible power. Only the Supreme Consciousness can have an effect on your karma, and this consciousness is independent above all human beings. The Supreme Power is taking up all the moments, it will turn them into truth. No effort is needed, no aid from the mind or any instruments, even the individual consent is no longer needed. Those who are predestined receive the help of an inner guide. Divine solicitude is always active, even when you do not perceive it. Let us understand and receive with gratitude the divine solicitude so often not understood. Integral solace is that which one can receive only from the divine. Integral solace is something that one can receive only from the divine. Solace, the blessings of the divine. The blessings the divine grants us, says our Divine Mother.